more wrestling content. So we're gonna do more wrestling content. It's just, Dragon Ball has taken over. Like it's just been a. I warned everybody. It's Dragon Ball when the Spark and Zero come out, because those of you day ones out there, y'all know I kind of helped Spark and Zero to be made. I've been streaming Tenkaichi 3 since 2018, 2017, 2020. I was 2020. I was going all out. I had mods nobody even had yet for the Tenkaichi 3. So, Spark and Zero, PC is really holding it down. So, WWE, they sponsor Spark and Zero as well. But those of you that know, if you're on a console, it's getting kind of boring. It is. If you don't got PC with the mods, it's just not, popping. It's not. So, we got a little hint of WWE 2K25. Roman Reigns went into the door. They gave a hint. I thought they was going to give like a little clip, like a little tease within the door, show a little gameplay, but they didn't. They wasn't a little creative like that as much with the WWE 2K25, but they had it on the door. So we might get a little trailer in the next week or two, because it comes out in April. I think it should be coming out another 3 months or 4 months. It's almost about that time. So we're probably going to get more DLC content. Yeah. January 26th, we're gonna get more footage and more information on WWE 2K25. WWE 2K24, they probably gonna get a little bit more content. Then after that, that's it. It went by kind of fast with WWE. I think it was better in 2K23. It was more better. They improved the ladder situation. They improved the freedom outside the ring a little bit, because it was like slacking through W2K21. W2K22 and 3. It was like pre-programmed for you to do. I miss back in the days when you play Here Comes the Pain or whatever, SmackDown versus Raw. You had more freedom with the ladders, with the Hell in a Cell. It's like it wasn't too pre-programmed for you to do a certain move. You gotta do that move. You can't do this. Hopefully, WWE listens to the fans to make it more freedom. It's okay to be a simulation game, more realistic, but try to add in the more arcadish stuff. We want to do jump off the roof, more like signs and stuff. We want to have more interaction with the crowd people, throw something into the crowd or throw juice, or more interactions with the crowd. You got the crowd more realistic. So we go outside the ring into the crowd. Let's interact with the crowd more, like realistic, like WWE do, like wrestlers do. Make it more realistic, make more interactions, and it's gonna be way better than 2K24. Other than that, if you don't do any of that, just add more wrestlers. It's not gonna be much of a difference. It's not that much of a difference graphics wise, because it's not more realistic you can go at this point. I think it's reached its peak of graphic wise when it comes to W2K, and that's sadly disappointing. But we just gotta wait till the PS6 come out. Simple as that. When that PS6 come out, we're gonna see a huge graphic detail jump. But I think it's game over for the graphical jump when it comes to these new games now. I think we reached this limit. So we just gotta wait for the PS6 to come out another 2 years, and yeah, for the graphics wise, hopefully the gameplay, what they can do is change it up, make it more a little bit blue. At least get an option for us to switch it. Simulation mode, arcade mode. Arcade plays different. Come on, W2K, 2K, stop being lazy. You can do that. You can add an option, an arcade option, or a simulation option. Just like you got an easy mode, or all this, or if you get tired, you can turn it off, turn it on. No. Be able to turn on arcade mode online is gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit, WWE. If you make that 2K game, add an arcade option. So it can play something like Here Comes the Pain. I'm thinking of Here Comes the Pain because that was the last arcade-ish game / simulation a little bit from, a wrestling game. After that, it slowly started to feel like a simulation, but it was still arcade, but it started to get real more realistic. You couldn't do certain stuff as you could do. You couldn't just run across the ring and do something crazy. But hopefully add that option Hopefully by, if you don't do it for 2K25, hopefully by 2K26, add that arcade option, because there's a lot of old school wrestling fans that's coming back to wrestling, coming back playing the games as well. And I was just, having conversations about, oh, I'll just be playing on Mercy with the mods. Like playing on Mercy is cool. It's a classic. It's legendary. And, play with the mods is fire too. But if you can add certain stuff from back in the days into the new school games, you got a hit game, because you got an option to play how you used to play or the new way. So that's just my opinion. It's my opinion on. I think that'll be a fire way to make 2K get better and better and better by adding options like the buttons. Add SmackDown versus Raw option buttons. Add the new style. It can switch up. You can switch up. Just add. It's just I want new stuff. Like we can add new arenas. Okay, new wrestlers that wasn't in the game. Cool, but how long we gonna keep playing the same matches, man? Same match types. Let's have us able to have a TLC match in a Hell in a Cell. Like why we gotta mod the game? Like why we gotta mod the game? Why we can't have like a more than a 2 out of 4 matches? Why can't have like a 7 out of 4, best of 7, with different match types? Switches up. Like, and they announce it. They announce it like it does like a movie, like a little scene, and the match type changes each fall. Like, it's a lot of things they could just do. I just don't understand why they don't do it. We are in the PS5 new generation era. I don't understand why they can't put these type of fun stuff in the game. Why people gotta get a PC to do all this amazing stuff in the game? That's not fair to the console people. We want to like play a TLC match in the hell and stuff, but you gotta get like a PC to mod the game to do some stuff like that, where you could basically program it already in the game and being able to create your own match. Create your own match. It's not how it was back in the days. I can't do a 8-man battle royal pinfall. That was my thing back in the days. 8-man battle royal pinfall. You can't leave the ring. You gotta stay in that ring. You can't hide. You can't run. I can't do that in new games now. It has to be a Royal Rumble. You can't even edit the wrestlers in the Royal Rumble anymore. Back in the days, you could edit the wrestlers. You could put whoever you want to participate in that Royal Rumble. Now it's like you can't edit the wrestlers no more. It's like so much stuff they used to have back then. They don't do it now. It's like it's what they trying to tell us is it's impossible to edit wrestlers in a Royal Rumble. I don't want to be fighting a manager or somebody like a wrestler that's not even like in the game, but they put it in the game. Like no, what's his name? Pat McAfee. Who wants him being in the Royal Rumble? I want nothing but legendary wrestlers when I play the Royal Rumble, or wrestlers I just choose. Like it's little things like that that makes you want to go back to the old games and play. Day of Reckoning, fire for GameCube. WrestleManias was fire for GameCube. Raw, even the original Raw for Xbox had some stuff in that game that you don't have today. So it's like, can't they just go back and just take it? It's a WWE game. It's not like it's another brand game. It's a wrestling WWE game. You can take elements of that and just sneakily put it in, like, oh, this is new. Look what you can do now. We'll play dumb and act like it's not in the game. Like you do basketball, they do it in 2K all the time. All the features they had back in the days, they just bring it back and just do it. Just do it for the wrestling games now. Simple as that. But that's my 2K opinion, just because I seen 2K25 up here on it. And like I said, it's never too late for Brock Lesnar to come back, because Brock Lesnar was teased by Michael Cole today. They have never mentioned Michael Cole. I mean, mention Michael Cole. They never mentioned Brock Lesnar until this year. Tonight, they teased Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold. So throughout the weeks, we might get a surprise. You never know. Or SmackDown. Brock Lesnar, he's known for, his best show was SmackDown. SmackDown was his show when he was wrestling. So we just gotta wait and see. Them mentioning Brock Lesnar is a hint that Brock Lesnar has leadway and a chance to come back very, very soon. Because if that was the case, they would have never mentioned Brock Lesnar's name ever. So that was a shocker. That was probably a little tease, and I look forward to it because we missing Brock Lesnar. He should have never left to begin with. Went to the UFC, went to his football. If he never would have left, he probably would have been one of the best heavyweight champions of all time. It wouldn't have been Cena. Nah, man, Cena's spot was Brock Lesnar's spot. He took over The Rock's video game. Let's put it like that. Brock Lesnar was so fire. He took over The Rock's game, SmackDown. It was no longer, his slogans. It was my slogan now. It's my game. Here comes the pain. From SmackDown, Know Your Role, from Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and then it came, Here Comes the Pain as soon as Brock Lesnar comes. He was all set and ready to go, Brock Lesnar. But he came back, redeemed himself, was dominant as hell, and as he should. And soon in the future, maybe 5 to 10 years, he's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. Escape Legend 100. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure to donate to the page as well. Hit that super chat. It's time to give back. I gave away all year 2024. And I'm still going to do it this year. But make sure you show some love back in that super chat. Even if it's $1 or $2. Alright? Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button. Salute, peace, and blessings.
Game Legend 100 TV.